no limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet,
And real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like. Who got coming up?
Other shops is upstairs, but we down here by our house, man. We leave that up to Vito.
Zip it up. You know, send me a back it up. Make your hips swing, lean and look. Till you lose your head, then you try to walk. Heard ya, cause you get it in. Till your phone start ring, ding, 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 ding. And I be my way to him. Zim, my boyfriend killer, oh yeah. Shim, I got the night simmering. Him see me in a style and never see you in. Beep, we on the way, and we're glimmering. Wet like a summer dripping, oh yeah. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't give a fuck. I got him, I don't. I got him, I don't. We open up on my foot, same time. Me no want no me time. Tell you got for chillin' at me time. Come and feel like. But one pop it, you like me pop a rubber band. Body like a bag of money, team me rubber band. You love me body, Slap up, you love me body, Wine like a happy hour. Boyfriend killer.
Let me eat my orange. Hey y'all. What we got here? What did I do? I think y'all can hear me now. Al, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Y'all want an orange? You have to keep hydrated for good sex. So just in case y'all think that you're supposed to drink like pineapple all the time and pineapple juice, you could do that, but it's acidic. So you can cause a girl to get a yeast infection. Who's that? Hi, Tyrone. I have got to make it to New York soon. I keep saying that, but it's warming up. So the chances of me really being there is so much is going on. I got a new grandbaby. Then I had got COVID. I got sick. So much stuff is going on, but I'm going to make it really soon because I have to and I want to go. Plus, my understanding is, what is that play? I want to come. It's supposed to come back to New York City. New Jack City is supposed to be a play that's supposed to be coming back there. And then I want to see the Broadway play 6. I want to see that. There's a few things. Next week, I definitely am going to Vegas to go see Usher. I don't know if y'all have not seen Usher, but I think he's underrated. I think Usher, people know Usher is good, but I think we don't realize how good Usher is. The amount of #1 hits he has, the amount of stuff, and I heard that his show in Vegas is phenomenal. Like this man has strippers on the stage. He is roller skating all over the stage. And I'm not like Usher, let me fuck him type of Usher type of thing. I just respect his talent. A lot of these, the thing about types, that'll get me into a good subject. The thing about types is really funny because everybody doesn't like the same thing, but sometimes people have a type and they don't understand like that really is your type. So for instance, I'm not into really skinny guys. I don't care how good looking they are. Like somebody else would be like, oh my God. Even the stars, rappers, they'd be like, oh my God. Even for women, like, oh my God. I'm like, that's not my type. They're nice looking, they're okay, but it's not my type. So my question right now though is, all the goddamn women are looking the same with these surgeries. So do men really have a type? Look at that. Good orange. I'm just wondering, do men really have a type? Y'all gotta tell me if y'all really do, because now all the asses and butts look the same. When you say you have a big butt, everybody has the same big ass butt because they have been pumping their fat into their ass. So really, is there a difference? Like seriously, when women are coming into a club now, or they're going down the street with their girlfriends or going on a girls trip, first of all, it's funny when when a bunch of women go on a girls trip, they all, like if they're going to Mexico, Jamaica, why do they all get their hair braided? Did y'all know that? Get on a plane, see a bunch of women with box braids or the little skinny braids, they all together because they all get their hair braided. Yeah, we do. Trying to tell you. Oh, so you saying you do like you still have a type? But my thing is, seriously, when you see all the pictures now on Instagram, I'm curious for the guys. All of them look the same. It's just a face. Like on the body, they all have the same ass, the same waist, the same thing. Like it's literally the same. It's the same surgery. So what are we judging now on a physical appearance? I am curious. What are guys judging now? Because literally y'all can all have the same bodies. If y'all just close your eyes and feel around for the tits and the ass, they're all gonna look the same. So now we back to the face to look and see if one is prettier than the other. Does that matter? Because even the ugly chicks now are getting their BBLs, so you can always get a big, like a good body. Because sometimes when a guy was with an ugly girl, or let's, we want to say ugly, we want to be nice, or let's just say not less attractive girl, but sometimes they would say, oh, she has a banging body. Well, now everybody has a banging body. They just buy it. So are we looking at face now? What matters? Because I know money for a woman doesn't really matter. So, what kind of job she has doesn't really matter. So now is it all in the face? I'm curious. Let me read this. It's no judgment. I had to do my phone because Al's stuff is not working. I'm blaming it on him. It's no judgment. It's just like looking at cars. Okay. You will never, okay. You'll never buy. I understand. Because I'm really curious. Because, before it used to be like, how it was a natural butt? Because now the natural big butt is a small butt. Because you used to look at a natural butt and be like, damn, okay. And here's the other thing I want to ask the guys. Seriously, when you looked at someone, you would look and see, like, if you had kids with them, you would kind of get an idea what your kids would look like now. All these women are so fake. Their bodies, their faces, and everything. Your kid is going to come out ugly. Mm-hmm. Y'all going to have some fucking ugly kids. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not afraid to tell you that your kid is ugly. Your kid's going to be ugly. Excuse me. Hold on. Yeah. The more fake you look, oh, I'm sorry. See, somebody's listening to in the house. She's going to come on. And she's making me laugh right now. Stop it, Holly. You're making me laugh. See, she's going to come on in a little bit. Less likely we want you. Okay. You said the more fake they look, but you already know it. Come on now. Tell me, you know that they're fucking these girls and they're getting them pregnant. Let me pull it. Do not let me start pulling the pregnancy statistics out. Y'all are shooting up the shop. Shooting up the shop, and y'all not having no self-control. Self-control of shooting up the shop has always been a problem. That's been around for years and ages, okay? Because y'all making the babies. But I'm just telling you, these girls don't have their real bodies. So you thinking you're dealing with somebody that has a really nice body because they fixed their body and you're not even thinking about it, but she could be a really plump, fat girl, a plump girl. So then when your babies come out, they're going to be prone to be fat. What y'all going to do? Those are not her eyes. Those are not her eyelashes. That's not her hair. I mean, the makeup that they use now. Come on now. I'm just telling you. Y'all setting yourselves up. I'm just saying. I'm gonna my orange on that. I didn't give y'all a little bit of drink. She really started looking good. Like I just said. Where is the blues? Tell her. Oh, we're sad. Oh, they're coming. I'm just saying. I'm gonna stop eating this thing so I can pay attention to you more. I need to behave. I need to put my glasses on. I don't know. I'm just messed up today. Because I'm not trying to act like I'm not blind, but I am. It's with age. That's all right. It's a good thing because then you have to think about this. If you have a mediocre penis and then I can't really see, like it's really up close that I can see, it's blurry, then they'll be thinking that it's bigger than what it is. So that's a great thing. Facts. They need to, they need an identification card. You need not only an identification card, let's get real. Okay, this is going to be a real but funny statement. You need the original birth certificate these days. Because you don't know what the hell you're getting, because you don't know, because they're not required to tell you that they used to be a man. That's not a requirement. It's not like a law. That's a courtesy. These days, I want to see original pictures. Like you have to be, I don't know, there's a lot to check out. You want to know their gender. You want to know if they had a penis before. Did they have a vagina before? You want to know what they look like before. Like seriously, there's a lot going on. This world is crazy. So I'm wondering if men are going to start to appreciate women now when they're more natural, or they're not going to appreciate them. I'm starting to believe that the plus size woman is going to start to win even more, because she's going to be like, well, you know what? I ain't doing this shit. Because you got to lose like, if you do the BBLs, you got to lose about almost 20 pounds. You have to be a certain weight to do them. If you do them legally, that's what I'm going to say, because people are dying. Think about it. Excuse me. Y'all heard that tragic story about them going over to Mexico. They were going over there for the girl, the 4 Americans. They were going over there for the girl to get a BBL. I want y'all to really think about this. Driving into Mexico to get a BBL, and they ended up getting kidnapped, and 2 of them ended up getting killed. What are we doing? We're starting to act like white people. And I'm saying that. I'm sorry, and if somebody's white watching this, I'm going to say, I'm just going to call y'all white people. You call us black people. I'm calling you white people. Or would you like me to say Caucasians? It doesn't matter. Caucasus. Whatever you want me to say. The whole point is, we're starting to act like y'all. Back in the days, we used to make jokes about white people because they used to get breast implants all the time when they were young. They get lip injections. They would do all this stuff. And now, I really want you to think about what is happening to the black woman. We're tripping. We're tripping mentally, and we're tripping physically. Look at all these surgeries. Black women now are getting facelifts, eyebrow lifts, lip injections, fixing their chin. This is insane. Breast implants, butt implants, the whole 360, the lipo, all of that. When did black women start doing all of this plastic surgery? We have been beautiful for centuries. We have not, you exercise a little bit. Even if you was plus size, you were beautiful. You maybe, if you was really big, you kind of get the little gastro, surgery or whatever. But when are we taking perfectly? There are 21-year-olds out there getting BBLs. When did you take a perfectly beautiful body and just start sculpting it differently and then talking about we don't have self-esteem problems? Are you crazy? When did we start doing that? We're a mess now. And then that brings me to what I want to talk about. We're so a mess because we're messing with ourselves mentally and physically. We're definitely emotionally a mess. We were already emotionally a mess. And now we're starting to mess with our physical. So basically we're fucked up. And that's exactly what it is. A lot of black women are fucked up. We're confused, we're fucked up, and we want to blame everybody else, but instead of looking at us inside. Seriously. And I know some women are going to be super mad with me, but I don't care. Like, that's how it is. I don't care. Maybe if you had that attitude, then you wouldn't be so fucked up. Maybe you should have the I don't care attitude. Because it's insane what's going on. Like, as I'm looking, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. They're getting younger and younger. Besides the older people, they're getting younger and younger and younger doing the surgeries. And that baffles me. And then we got the older people. I love when they come on. Hold on, let me read this. Yep. It says, NGI, this is your best show yet. Thank you. No, seriously. I mean, it is so ridiculous. And I'm going to say that. Because now let me say something to you. So we got the younger girls doing this. But then we got the older ladies. I love when I go on Instagram. They do that little thing. You see that thing when they come on, they say, oh, black don't crack. Or they say, she's 50. And I look at it. She's completely had surgery all over the place. And I want to type in there. I want to be nice. But I want to type in there, bitch, you don't count. You do not fucking count. If you got a BBL at 48, 49, 50, sitting up there talking about you look young, black don't crack and all this stuff like that, you're fraud. You're fraud. It don't count. I hate to tell you that. No, I don't hate to tell you this. I'll tell you to your face it don't count. You know why I'm saying they don't count? Because I ain't got shit done. It counts when you naturally look like that. You naturally look young. You naturally look a certain way. And they're like, damn, you look good for your age and stuff. So with all this plastic surgery, it does not count. And someone has got the game fucked up because they keep thinking that it counts. Now we're going to get to what I was going to say, what I was going to talk about. What I wanted to talk about today was women. Like I said, women are going to have a hard time with this show. I want to talk about today from the men. I've been talking to a lot of men all week. And my question to them was, do you think relationships are failing because women are not letting men lead the relationship? Let me say that again. Do you think relationships are failing because women are not letting men lead the relationship? Absolutely facts. That's what I'm saying. It's why I said some women are not gonna like me. When I bring up the fact of the physical, because we're messing up on the physical, but it also affects our mental. You have to ask yourself, even as a parent, if you have a daughter, I have a 21-year-old, they can do what they want, but at the same time, your 21-year-old you can have an opinion. As a mother, why are you not saying anything to your daughter at 21, messing with her tits and her ass and all of this? Why are you not teaching her the beauty of who she is? Because this world is unfair and you need to learn to navigate in it. And, why is it that all of your self-esteem is put into a pair of tits if you feel like you're flat-chested? Why? Why is it put into some tits? So you going to feel better about yourself because of some tits? I'm telling you how this doesn't work. You think you're going to feel better about the tits because you're going to get more attention from the boys, the guys. You're going to feel it because you think you look better so you can get more attention. And you're trying to act like, no, I'm doing it for myself. So that other women can say that you look good in some outfit because you could do that. So you know what else you're setting yourself up for? For your tits to get fucked. That's what you set up. Add some more tits because you didn't learn to value yourself in the first place. Appreciate yourself. Go on other assets of yourself. Understand yourself and say that's part of me and that's who I am and that's what makes me unique and I love it. Instead, you go and buy some more tits and get an ass and then get depressed because then you're going to be 35, single, and fucked all the way through. And then you're mad because you're trying to figure out why guys are only looking at you physically. And then now you're messed up because you're saying all they're doing is running through me. But you led with your tits. That's the problem. You led with the big ass, the tits, and all the stuff, and then get mad once you're 35, 40 years old, why everything is fucking happening to you physically and why men only want to fuck you. Because you put your tits and ass out there first. And that's all you're thinking about. That's where the value comes in. It's insane. Hold on. Oh, I just had a similar conversation with my youngest daughter. Thank God. Thank God. I appreciate you. Tyrone, I always appreciate you. But women don't want to hear this. They hate when I say this. And the other day I was saying this. I was like in a clubhouse room. I was saying this, and all of a sudden all the girls got on me talking about, oh, you're old hag, or you must be lonely, or no man wants you. And I'm just laughing at them. Because I'm laughing at them because I'm asking them, how many rings do you have? How many proposals have you had? You're begging Negroes, okay, or men, white, color, purple, I don't care, black men, whatever. You're begging them to buy you shit. You're begging them to take care of you. You're begging them to do your nails. You're begging them to pay attention to you. So you want to know what happens when you don't lead with those things? And you're talking to a man and you're self-confident about yourself and you know your value and of course there's things about myself I don't like. And of course you want to change. I bite my nails and and guess what? When I go out, of course, I put some nails on and I do that. And that's superficial because I'm not going to say that I don't do any superficial things. But on the aspect in a whole, in the most part, I deal with who I am and I know who I am and I deal with my imperfections too. But what happens when you deal with a man like that, I don't ask for shit. I don't ask him to get me stuff because when he got to know me, he knows what I like and he likes me. So I don't have to ask. This is the biggest lesson I don't understand that a lot of women, old and young, don't understand. You don't have to beg a man for nothing. When he actually cares and wants to be with you in different things and gets to know you, he knows what you like and he'll just buy it. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to flash tits for it. Let me read this. Real men only like it to look, and they don't want it to for a long term. Facts. There's more to go on. I'm just saying. You don't have to ask me. Absolutely. Thank you. Agree. Thank you. I'm just saying. And it bothers me. So getting back to what I was saying is, I'm going to say my opinion first, and then I'm going to tell you what was happening with the different surveys. I feel that ladies, like I said, this show I'm not trying to bash us because I am a woman, but I'm just trying to open our eyes. I understand there are a lot of messed up men out there, a lot of issues and different things and so forth. I get that. So let's just shortage of men, blah blah blah, but there are good men out there. Stop acting like there's not. But here is the thing. There's more women than men, yes, all of that good stuff. But we have to also start looking at ourselves. You know your girlfriend. You know other women. We've been around them. And they're trash. They're absolute fucking trash. You know how they are in relationships. They're trash. Can't fucking cook. Can't fucking clean. I mean, all they want to do is work. They don't know how to take care of the man. And you can do both. You can still be a workaholic and still take care of the man. This is little things. Also, they don't know how to follow at all. They're so busy leading that it's a fight inside the relationship. No man wants to do that. I mean, is it that hard for us to step back and maybe let him take the reins a little bit? But see, when you let somebody else lead, that doesn't mean that you are powerless. When you let someone lead, the idea of a woman is he can lead, but you can guide. Let me help y'all out if y'all don't understand that. He can lead, but you can guide. So when you actually understand what I'm saying, then you'll really know who's in control. And that is the problem. You're fighting for control that you already have, but you don't have to assert in a manner that is aggressive, because your man can lead and you can guide. So simple. Then we actually get to go somewhere. Because again, let me say this. This is the other thing that has been a disservice to us, which I would say this happened from our mothers and our grandmothers. It's those stupid fairy tales that we tell our kids. Stop doing it. If you have any little kids, or if your kids are having kids, tell them stop telling those dumb fairy tales. There's no such thing as the Easter Bunny. Start telling the truth, because it starts building fantasies in the head, and it equates to life, because those are fantasies. Like, even when I was younger, I thought about this, because when I got my kids, they was looking at me like I was crazy when I tried to tell them that. There's like, Mom, do you really expect us to bleed? that some old white man comes through the chimney and drops off toys. I want you to really think about where we're at in this in day and age. Why are we telling our black children that some white man drops off toys down the chimney? I want you to think about what you're doing. Lies. Let me see. Yes, it's important to both. You're on the ball today. Thank you, Tyrone. Seriously. It starts right there. It really does. Because my mother told me that, and I believed in Santa Claus, and I thought it was the best thing. But you have to think about what that portrays and how many generations have really believed in this. They had us telling our black children that when we bought the toys and spent the $500 to $600 on the Ataris and all this other stuff, when we bought the toys and busted our ass to do it, they had us conditioned to tell our black children that now think that we don't really do anything for them on Christmas, and it comes from Santa Claus, which is an old white man. I want you to think about how messed up that was, because I was told that lie, and I believed it, and I used to go crazy over it. But as I got older and I had my own kids, I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. Plus, the reason that I'm talking about this so I don't lose track, I don't want you to think I'm going off the deep end. I'm going to connect this to you, the correlation of this. The correlation of this is what I'm trying to say is, see how they had us telling all our kids this for generations and years and years and years, but then we're always saying black power and trying to empower our kids, and then turn around and tell them that a white person is dropping off all the presents, is the same thing they did to us as little girls in the sense of these Snow White, Cinderella stories. That when you're in a relationship, that you meet the guy, and it's supposed to, when it clicks, because it can click, but when it clicks, it's easy. It clicks, and you're supposed to go happily ever after and never any problems. Bullshit. Bullshit. And this is the problem with our marriages. This is the problem of high divorces. Because what happens is we are under the belief that when I love you, you love me, and we get together, it's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to, have any problems. It's not supposed to feel like I fucking can't stand you today. You're supposed to always feel happy with this person, always like this person, always feel like everything is hunky-dory. Bullshit. Real marriages, real relationships, you wake up sometime and be like, yo, this nigga gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves. I literally don't feel like dealing with her this week. But the foundation is there to work this through to the point where you get back to when you're on level ground. Where, you always love them, but it's the truth. You have to go through stuff. Real relationships go through things. Let me read this. You can't lie to your kids and get mad when they lie to you. Exactly. And so this is why I'm saying that the fairy tales affect us, because a lot of women live in that fantasy fairy tale that we've been fed as children. Okay, what does it say? Hold on. It says, okay, nice. How do you tie that together? I'm going to tie it together. I'm telling you because what I'm saying to you is when we are younger, and this is put in our heads, you have to understand as little girls, we're giving dolls, we're told stories. It's always been promoted that when you meet your Prince Charming, that things are just going to be perfect. So what happens in reality, which is what we live in now, when it gets hard, we get running. We easily say, oh, then he's not for me. Oh, this is too much. I'm going to move on to the next person. And then you start to chase the beginning. It's always good in the beginning of a relationship. So soon as something goes south, you move on to another one and you start that fantasy all over again. And then you move from man to man to man. And men will move from woman to woman to woman. But I'm talking about women today more so because we live inside that fantasy. We live in also trying to make our man fulfill every single need that we have. Do you know it's actually very impossible for two people to fill every single need? And that's what a lot of women feel. They feel like their man. See, here's the thing. They feel like their man is their happiness. And I think that is another mistake that is made. Because You expect to get with your boyfriend or your husband, and when you're with him, you're happy. You think his job is to make you happy instead of come to the relationship happy. See, when you look for your happiness from someone else and what they're doing for you, you will never be happy. They can get on your nerves. No relationship is perfect. You're absolutely right. That's my point. No relationship is perfect, but you have to go through those times. You have to understand that that is a reality. And it's okay to be like, oh, this man right now, oh, like I really, like, you know what I'm saying? And when he's fucking up, hold on. A lot of men never thought of it in the way that you're explaining it now. I want you to think about it in that way. Because, so when a woman is taught this, we're taught this from like when we're little. So you have to think about this. This is what I'm saying. I'm employing women to think about the different things. No man is perfect, no woman is perfect. But also, that's why I believe that if a mistake is made, it is made. I'm not saying, that the choice is yours. I'm not telling you to stay for something. Let's just, say that something happens. Sometimes I do believe that it's worth the fight. This is where you evaluate your foundation. When people do make mistakes and never do them again, and make mistakes and realize that they fucked up. And that can be possible, but only you can judge that for yourself. But so I don't always feel like it's worth throwing away. I don't. Sometimes it's worth the fight, but that's the point. You got to get in the ring. If you ever watch a good boxing match, they both fighting hard. If anybody here watches boxing, you on round 6, they are 2 champions. They are in that ring giving it all. And even when somebody doesn't win round 6 or round 7, they still coming back because they can still make it. You can still fight. They're giving their last. And then when they're giving their last, they're digging up something more. And that's how I say that you should see a relationship in a marriage. You really, if you haven't put in any work, then you're not in you're not in a relationship. And watch someone tell me, this is what someone's going to say. If it's a good relationship, if he loves me, it's a good relationship, I shouldn't have to fight. And I'm going to sit here and tell you bullshit. Bullshit. Because in relationships, you have to fight. It's not going to always be perfect. Because that's my thing. You cannot go into the relationship thinking that this man has to do this, this, and this, and this, and this to make me happy. And his job is just to make you happy. What I need you to do is figure out what makes you happy, and so you can also understand what makes yourself happy. How are you expecting somebody else to make you happy when you don't even know how to be happy by yourself? That is a lot of women's problem. I'm telling you that right now. Men, mark my words. I'm telling you. When y'all see some of these women, because they get choices and they're just figuring out. I had a man say to me yesterday, yeah, there's a lot of women out here, but I can't find one. There's no good women. I tried this kind, this kind, this kind, this kind. I said, stop picking the same kind. Literally, I had to break it down to him. He's picking the same exact woman in different clothes, in different careers, different financial statuses. It's still the same woman. So if you're going to attract unhappy women that are not happy and that are miserable, I don't care what job they have, what status they have, it's going to be the same woman. It literally is. Your job now is to find someone. That's what vetting is about. That's what dating is about. That is what the vetting and the questions are about, is to find someone, and you want to make sure that she is somewhat happy with herself and somewhat knowing what she wants and how to make herself happy. Because if she's like, hey, I haven't been happy until I met you. I've never been happy until I met you. You're the only thing that makes me happy. Personally, I'm going to tell you, if I was your coach, continue, you can continue, but date, I need you to have one eyebrow up. I need you to make sure that you're not her happiness, her complete happiness, because that's going to be a problem. Because the moment you start disappointing her and not making her happy is the moment she wants to leave. She starts giving you attitude. She starts fucking up. Because let me just tell y'all, The divorce rate is high. It's getting better now. But you know who files for the divorces? More women file for divorces than men. You can come in if you want to. Hey, Holly's here. You come sit right here, Holly. Oh, nobody cares how you look. They don't. Holly's at my house. She was at work. Oh, yeah, we got a couple more men. She can come in. You just pull the chair up over here. Let me see. Oh, you on a roll today. Saving the video forever. Thank you. So, what I was saying about that, you got to come right over here so I can see you. What I was saying about that is it's the truth. So I just want you guys to really think about this in this way, that just remember what I said. I'm telling you right now, you will continue to get the same miserable woman if you have to look at her. You have to ask her, what do you do to make yourself happy? And she just keeps saying, I'm unhappy, I've been unhappy, I'm just looking for a man so I can be okay, and then whatever that. Run. You got choices. Run. Run hard. Run real hard. Run real hard. Because I gotta know how to say, okay, you know what? Not be sad about going to a, I mean, everybody doesn't have to do this, but not be sad about saying, hey, I like a movie, I'm going by myself. So what? Not, oh, I'm lonely or nothing. Really. And the reason I say that is because I can go to the movies by myself when I'm not with anyone. And if you say, honey, you know what? I'm really busy this week and I really want to see you. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go see this. I'll catch you later or whatever. Or you don't like that type of movie. And I'm with you and I can still go to the movies by myself and not think anything about it. I should be able to sit down and have a good meal and be like, oh, I mean, I can like and love eating, of course, with my husband or my boyfriend or with other people, but I should be able to enjoy it. I want y'all to listen. Open up the ears. I should be able to enjoy time with myself. Do you know how many people, how many women? Guys, I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. Do you know how many women don't like themselves? So how the fuck are you supposed to like them? They don't even like themselves. Hence, going back to what we first talking about. A lot of women don't like themselves. So what they do is cosmetically go fix themselves for artificial attention. So they think that that can make them like themselves better because they think that that attention is going to make them feel better about themselves. But what they're feeling has nothing to do with their physical, has everything to do with their mental. And they cannot realize that. So this is why after they get these surgeries, and I'm not saying this is everybody, because I know somebody's going to come down my throat talking about, I did it for this. Okay, some people are doing it for their other reasons. Okay, it's not everybody. But guess what? I'm not scared of y'all. It's most of y'all. Most of y'all are doing it for attention and to get attention from men and attention from other women so other women can go, damn, you look good. Your friends go, ooh, look at you in that outfit. And then the men are looking. Y'all get so fucking excited when it's a bunch of girls. Y'all get so fucking excited when your friend's man thinks you're cute. That tells me there's something fucked up about you mentally. I can't tell you how many women get excited when somebody else's man says, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, yeah, your friend is good. When they're playing around saying, oh, you know what? If you was to fuck one of my friends, which one would it be? Do you know if you have 5 friends and the question was asked if you had your man and they said, well, if you could fuck one of my friends, which one would you be? And you know, some men are smart, don't answer that. But the ones that do answer and say, oh, it'll be April. April's up there like, that's crazy. April's so fucking excited. Girl. She's telling the other friend, girl, yeah, if you had a choice to fuck one of us, it would be me. What? Bitch, that's what I'm saying. This is crazy. Hold on, let me read this. You have an orange before every show now. Drop the mic. Thank you, Tyra. No, I'm dead ass though. And it's so funny. The guy, he doesn't even notice. He off doing his own business. April is gone. The whole week, April's excited. Telling people at work, you know, this weekend, it was crazy. I don't even know why, because my friend is pretty. But her man said if he wasn't with her, he would get with me. She's so fucking excited. She's squirting in her own panties. It's ridiculous. Instead of before that thinking she's pretty and I don't want her man. Because I'm going to tell you right now, one of my friends' man said that to me, I'm insulted. I'm like, I would be like, that's weird. No, thank you. Yeah, I don't like those questions. Right off the back of somebody, I don't like those questions. Because I just never would get with my friend's man. So I don't like that. That's how I would handle that. No, thank you. Like, don't answer that. No. I don't want to hear that. That's not Brad. I'm thinking, like, what is wrong with y'all? No. See? But everybody is not there. And that is what I'm talking about. They are not there. They're just not mentally like that because you know what? They don't like themselves. So now they got to find attributes to like themselves. And it's not attributes with intelligence or different things. It's attributes that are physical attributes. Face, ass, this, tits, this, I look good, boom, that, all of that. The reason that women like so many material things, now I'm gonna say this because I'm a woman too. Now let's not get it twisted. We're sitting up here talking about stuff. Don't get me wrong now. I love a good gift. Absolutely love a good gift. But I tell you one thing. I have never taken a gift. My mother taught me this. I've never taken a gift that I can't give back. And I've never taken a gift that I can't buy myself. Because the first time you tell me, give me back my shit, I will pack up every fucking gift you gave me. I swear I will. Pack it up and give that shit back to you. And then buy my own shit. Because this is not what we're going to do. I wasn't with you for the Louis Vuitton bag and the different stuff. Do I like it? Now, see, like I said now, I'm not a liar. Shit, yes, I like a good gift. Because that means I didn't have to spend my money. And that's great. And I love it. And I appreciate it. And that's it. But what I'm saying is, it's not about that. It's not about what that is. Now, here's where I'm going to break some science down. Thank you, Tyrone. I'm going to break some science down to you. Hold on, what are you saying? Oh, speak on it. Yes, I'm going to break the science down to you. A lot of women want gifts. Hear me out. I'll give you the little scoop. They want gifts because in case they think you're a fuckboy, in case they think that you're going to leave them, they just want to say to another girl, well, we broke up or he cheated on me and he did this and fuck that nigga, but I got this, this, and this, and this, and that. And the thing that they don't realize is they're putting a dollar sign on the relationship and on their self-wealth. Because that's what they're going to say to their girlfriend. Oh, yeah, I got 3 Louis Vuitton bags. I got a trip. I got this. I got this. So I'm good. So it doesn't matter that he fucked her, and her, because I got this shit. It doesn't matter that he broke my heart because I got this shit. And the girl's like, oh, yeah, you got a lot of shit. That's great. That's why the first thing she's leading with is, what can you do for me? Because she's already out the door just in case you messed up. See, what you cannot bargain with is the love, the emotion, the care, the hurt. Real relationships are like this. He or she is the one that brings joy to your heart, but they're also the one who can break it and the one that they can repair it. These are real things. It's vulnerability, people. That is the word. A real relationship and real love exposes vulnerability. That means you have the ability to hurt me. You have the ability to do that, but you choose not to do that. We work through these things. We get to know each other. Vulnerability. When I put my vulnerability to a dollar sign, then what am I really doing? Am I really in a relationship? I'm holding back. I'm definitely holding back. Because I'm trying to equate the relationship with money. Okay, I'll care this much because it's worth this much. Because if I get 3 Louis Vuitton bags, it doesn't matter if we break up because I got those. You see what we're doing? We're not living in real relationships. We're not. We're living in fantasies. Hence why I'm not saying I know marriage is not for everybody, but hence why we're not having committed relationships in a sense for the people who want them. So I'm not talking about people who don't want committed relationships, but for the people who actually want committed relationships, this is where the issue is coming in. This is why we're leading with pussy first. Like, it's not just men getting it, because here's the thing. Women get mad because they say, oh, all he wants is this, or this all he wanted from me. He left me, he used me, he did this stuff. But you had to fucking fuck him. You had control over your shit. How about it's a no? Nah, I don't do that. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to tell you, oh, it takes 9 dates for me to fuck you. No, I'm not comfortable with that yet. I haven't got to the point where I feel that I know you enough. Not a point where I can open up, a point where I can expose you to my vulnerability and to the point where you would be allowed, that the fact that you would have the privilege of, I'm sorry, I didn't see that last comment. You can put it back up for me, and then I'll read it. Okay, wow. Okay, thank you, Tyrone. Yeah, it's about the fact that I'm opening up and giving you the privilege to actually break my heart. But I'm trusting you that you're not going to do that. See, people don't think about it that way. So no, I don't want you to fuck me. No, I don't feel like it. I want to do it. Oh yeah, I want to do it with you. I absolutely want to do it with you. But I don't want to do it because I don't know yet if I can even give you that access. And it's not access to the vagina, it's access to my mental, my stability. Because that is what's going on. We have a whole bunch of unstable Black women out there because they have been, in their head, they allowed themselves to be in the chaos till they don't know what to do. They be like, okay, you know what? I fuck now on the first day. I fuck this. I don't care. Maybe I should give him more because this is it. Maybe I should buy him stuff. Maybe I should pay for the first date. Because they don't know what the fuck to do. Because at this point, they done tried. They thought they tried everything. They done tried everything. So they're just like, well, let me just fucking give him. Let me show him that I can suck a dick and maybe he'll stay around. Not me, sir. I know that I know how to suck a dick. How about that? And probably you know how to fuck. Hopefully you do. But how about show me something else? Show me that I can maybe trust you. Is it going to work every single time? No. But I want a little bit more. That's, ladies, what you have to do. And you can determine when you, and that determine could be sleeping with somebody on the second, third day. That's up to you. I don't tell anybody when they should give up their thing. I'm just saying, understand the gateway to your mind, your mental. This is why after these things happen, even though you have the bags and the stuff like that, when no one's looking, you're in your house eating stuff, all kind of sugary stuff, potato chips, this, or drinking, going to a club trying to fuck another man and forget about the dick that you just had, thinking that you're going to erase it. And then you have to go to the store and get some yeast infection medicine because your body wasn't used to him because you was fucking the other guy. And then you just order the boric acid and stick that up there because now you don't keep fucking this one because you got drunk and you fucked this one and you thought it was cute because you're just trying to forget about him. But guess what? You still woke up in the morning still thinking about the one that you was originally fucking and he's not with you. And then you stalking his Instagram and his Facebook and then you see him with somebody else, so you go fuck somebody else and eat some other shit and then drink. And then afterwards, a month later, you say, you know what? I've been drinking and fucking too much. Let me chill. Because you put them in your head. You thought you was just putting them in your pussy, but you was putting them in your head. In your head. And that's the part that people don't realize. So let's lock this all in so you can understand that. Let me check the time. Okay, we're almost there. What y'all don't understand, that I have been telling y'all time and time again, sex is not just physical, it is mental. And everybody is not listening to me when I say that because they think they can control the mental. And you cannot always control the mental. So what you need to do is guard your mental and not let everybody into your mental. But you think that you could just physically, women, I'm talking to women right now, because that's the difference between men and women. I'm sick of this shit where everybody's trying to act like gender is not a big deal. I don't give a shit what the news is talking about, people who don't want to identify and non-binary. I don't give a shit. And y'all can get mad at me all you want because we can have this discussion. I'll give you my number and you can call me because it's bullshit. It's absolute fucking bullshit. Gender matters. It is defined. It is a difference. When you look at a baby, you know what's so funny? I'm going to just take it back for a second. I'm gonna do it with my grandkids. I have a granddaughter and a grandson. I just watch them. Not to say that kids can't do stuff, but I watch my grandson play and I watch my granddaughter play. You know they play differently? Naturally, my grandson went to police, not to say girls wouldn't like this, but he naturally went to police cars and trucks. And even when he's playing rougher, he's like zoom, zoom. The girls naturally just went to we're having trouble connecting. Okay, I came back. Right. And just different things. People keep trying to act like gender doesn't matter, but it does. So why I say that, we can talk about that a whole nother show. I'm wrapping this up. But why I say that is because it does. Women, you cannot. You could do a lot of things that men can do, but you're not a man. You're not a man. You can try to act like you are, but you're not a man. Okay? Great show. Thank you. Great breakdown. I need this on every Wednesday. I promise I'm back. I promise I'm back. You cannot. And this is the problem with us women. We over here, yes, we can work the same jobs. Yes, we can do that. But physically, mentally, we are built differently. So as much as you try to act like you can go ahead and take 20 dicks and it's not going to affect you. Okay? A man can actually fuck 20 women and it doesn't affect him. But a woman fucking 20 men, it affects her. It actually does. Because men don't take on our DNA. Okay? This is scientific. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. We take on this. Every time we sleep with a man, we're taking in more of their DNA. We are, as women, to the point where if you suck a man's penis and any type of sperm gets in your mouth, it gets into your sinuses. From the sinuses, it gets into the brain. They have did autopsies and found men DNA in women that's been there for 50 years. Just men DNA in the brain, like up in here, from women. Not men, women. Better believe it. We are vessels. They carry this stuff, we vessel. We hold the babies, we give them out, all of that. Y'all can take that whatever way you want, but I'm trying to tell you, mentally, you have to think about that. So when y'all are out here thinking, okay, I can act like a man and it's not going to be affecting me because you have tricking your brain. No, that's why when you don't want to talk about it, you're in your room crying because you wishing about love. And you thinking about it and wondering why this is happening, why nobody likes me, why they don't take me seriously. Well, and then your brain just says, you say to your brain, well, I don't care. I'm just not going to think about that. I cut it all off. Love doesn't matter. I don't care. I could be out here. If they fucking girls, I can fuck men. Yeah, okay. Keep it up. That's why there's a bunch of lonely ass women over the age of 50. And we're going to leave it at that. And I will continue next week. But what I'm trying to say, this whole thing was about is think about women. Think about what you're doing. Think about if you have kids. Don't spread the fairy tale. Let's tell truth. Let's understand. Rethink about relationships, not what to offer when it comes to physical and things like that. Mentally, what do you bring to this relationship? How about think about what I said? Let a man lead, but why don't you be the guide? And see if you, like I said, if you truly understand what I'm saying, you will understand that you're actually more in charge than what you think you are when you're the guide and you let him lead. It's unbelievable. So take that into consideration. Think about it. I'll be back next week. I hope that helps. Thank you for loving the show. I hope that helps. So whoever's listening to this later, I'll see you next week. I hope you listen to what I'm saying. I promise you, if you do, you'll approach relationships differently. If you're in a relationship worth, thinking about and talking about and doing something about it, and just fall back a little bit. Fall back just a little bit. That's all. Try not to be the leader. Try to, just be, the tour guide. That's it. Just a tour guide. All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you next week. I hope you enjoy the show.
Jaw than horse, me fi shoot, me say, that easy. Dog, them a fool, none no clue to the floor when me use, yeah, me flow, give them flu, I'm fly, yeah, me flew, them a watch with them, yeah, when me fly, when me flew, on an island, we cool with a nice little boo, with a smile.